Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Paydirt review time again. And this time we're going to be going through another eBay seller, Dyzzy's Prospecting, or as he's known under his eBay name, Sirdyza. So I'm really excited to go through this bag of Paydirt because he has a very unique way of making his Paydirt. We'll get into more of that after we've flashed up the description. And before we get to the description, I need to thank today's sponsors, which are my Patreon members, including my two newest Patreon members, John Martel and Heidi Wanrock, which I really hope I did not mispronounce, but I thank you both for joining my Patreon page. And if anyone else is interested in supporting this channel, you can go to patreon.com/Miller Prospecting. And now let's flash up the description for Dyzzy's Prospecting bag of Paydirt and go to the overhead. As you saw, a very lengthy description. About half of it has to do with the Paydirt itself, which is 14 ounces and guaranteed at least 1 gram of gold. And the other half has to deal with his bonuses, where he rolls dice so you can get extra gold as well as bonus items. And in my case, I got this gold fossil dig, where you dig through sandstone and maybe find some gold. So let's weigh up the package and see if it is the 14 ounce stated. And then we will open it up and go through it. 1 pound, 0.2 ounces. Now, also included was this open last spoilers letter, but I didn't open it, but I did watch the video, so I'm pretty sure I've already been spoiled and know what's inside of this bag. I will save this till the end, though. And I will also go through this before the end of the video to see if there's any gold in there. But for right now, let's go into the Paydirt. Going to need the trusty knife. I will rinse out the bag before the end of the video. And as he states in his description, everything has been classified down to 1/8 or below. So no larger material in here. And let's see how much of it has any magnetite. A lot of magnetite. Man, this is a good bit for 14 ounce bag. So if you use a magnet, this will definitely clear up some of the black sands in there. So let's listen to some music and classify this down some more. Okay, all done classifying, and as you can see, the majority of the material is in the lower classifications. And I kind of expected that because he does state that everything has been screened down to 1/8 or below. But I'm going to be really curious to find out where the gold is. I'm guessing in these 3 classifications, I did see something shiny in here, but I don't think it's gold. I have no idea what that is, but we'll look at that when I'm panning it out. And let's go get some water and do just that. So I have my water, have my pan, have all of my Paydirt here from Dyzzy's Prospecting, and let's get started with the plus 10 and see where we can find some gold. Well, finished painting everything out as you saw, and that was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be, but we'll talk about that more in a minute. For right now, let's show you the gold I found. In the plus 10, I did find 2 little bitty pieces in there. Too small to really be pickers, but still some plus 10 gold. In the minus 10, plus 20, even more gold. About 12, 13 pieces in there. So, nice little pile. In the minus 20, plus 40, even more gold. A really nice pile of small gold. And lastly, in the minus 40, even more gold. Again, another nice little pile of fine gold. So let's start weighing this up. $0.120. 0.325, 0.405, and lastly, this should definitely budge the scale, 0.210. And now let's weigh it all up. $1.065. And now let's talk about how difficult it was to get this gold out of this Paydirt. Now, this Paydirt from Dyzzy's Prospecting was much harder than I thought it would be. While it was extremely clean Paydirt, it had a lot of black sands, way more fine gold than I thought it would have, and the gold tended to want to float. So for a beginner painter, I'm going to give this a hard. For an advanced painter, I'm going to give it a medium. And for an expert painter, I'm going to give it an easy. And now let's get to the ROI and the review. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing my review, and let's get right to it. This again was from Sirdyza, an eBay seller. It was his Dyzzy's Prospecting 14-ounce bag. It was guaranteed 1 to 2 grams, depending on some dice rolls. Its cost was $84.98. Shipping was free, so total cost right here, $84.98. Gold recovered, again, right here, 1.065 grams, which I tested out at 18 to 22 carats. Gold spot on the day that this bag was received was $56.43, making this gold worth $60.10, giving me an ROI of 70.72%, or on my scale, a 7.1. Now, I did calculate my gold value and my ROI on 24 karat prices, not the 18 to 22 carats that this gold actually was, because you can actually sell placer gold for 24 karat prices. And also, besides the gold, I also found in this gold fossil brick a obsidian stone. I did not find any gold. I did find the obsidian stone, and also a Lego gold piece, which has no value, but it was interesting to find. So for fun factor, I'm going to give this the exact same score as the ROI, a 7.1. Now, I'm sure the fun factor can go up depending on your roll. I don't think I got a very good roll in this bag. I am not a huge fan of these. My kids used to like them, but after you've done them a couple times, they get pretty boring. For Paydirt description, I'm going to give them an 8. It's a really good description, but unfortunately, I think it needs more information, especially clarifying more about the dice rolling. If I hadn't previously watched some of his videos, I would have no clue what it meant. So I really think he should shoot a video explaining how he does his dice rolls and then add a link into it into his descriptions so people can see exactly what he means by rolling a dice to get more gold. But it is still a very unique way to make up a bag of Paydirt. For quantity and packaging, he's getting an 8.5. 10 for quantity because it was over the 14 ounce stated, and a 7 for the packaging because it did come in a coffee bag, but it was double wrapped. For customer service and shipping, he's getting a 10. The bag shipped out really quickly, and when I emailed him through a dummy account, he was really quick to respond. So total score for Sirdyza's Dyzzy's Prospecting 14 ounce bag is an 8.1. So a really good score. And again, I really think it's a very unique way to make up a bag of Paydirt and use up all those old Dungeons and Dragons dice people have laying around. And I almost forgot to explain the open last spoilers letter. Inside of the letter, he did detail out how much gold was added as well as what my expected ROI should be. Now, obviously, his numbers were a little bit different than mine because his gold spot was a little bit higher than mine because he based it on the day he made the bag. I based mine on the day I received the bag, but the gold amount was the exact same. He said I should recover 1.065 for a 71% ROI. I recovered 1.065 grams, but my ROI was a little bit lower at 70.72% because of the drop in gold spot prices. So now all that's left is to flash up the score and give away a 24 karat gold plated dime. But before I do that, I need to give a happy birthday shout out to Heidi Wyrock, which unfortunately I butchered her last name earlier in the video. So happy birthday, Heidi, and I really hope you had a good day. And now let's get to the score. Now for today's 24 karat gold plated dime, that's going to go to James Fioca. So James, make sure you email me so I can send this off to you. And to everyone else, thanks for watching, happy panning, and if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button below.